Open your book to page 368. This lesson is on graphing. And first, let's go over the rectangular coordinate system. So you learned about the number line already. So number line is one-dimensional. So you just go side to side. Now, when you're graphing, you're going to have an additional variable. So this is only like one variable. So when you get two variables, you're going to end up with two dimensions. So you need to know all the parts of the graph. So this point over here, this is called the origin. The origin is the starting point. So it's 0, 0. Okay. Now, when you draw your graph, this is going to be your quadrant 1, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. And this is the x-axis. So think of this as the x number line. This is the vertical axis or the y-axis. This is the number line for y. Now let's go over how to graph. So let's go to page 369. So on page 369, you want to graph a point. So let's say you want to graph the point 3, 2. Now this is called an ordered pair. This is called ordered pair because it's a pair of the number and in order of its alphabetical order. So the first number is always x, second number is always y. So when you're doing your graphing, think of it as like you have a treasure map and you're looking for a treasure. Okay, so this tells you that you have to go 3 in the x direction, 2 in the y direction. So this is your x direction, this is your y direction. And origin is where you start. So start over here and you go 1, 2, 3. You go 3 to the x direction and go up 2. So this point is 3, 2. Okay, so this is, again, think about using the example of the treasure map. So you're starting over here and it tells you go 3 to the right. If it's negative, you go to the left. Okay. So the first number is x, so you have to go in the x direction. So you go 3 in the x direction and you go 2 in the y direction, and that's the point where the treasure would be if this is a treasure map. Now, let's say if you're going to graph the point 1, 4, that means you go 1 in the x direction, 4 in the y direction. So you go 1 in the x direction and you go 4 in the y direction. So this would be 1, 4. Now, if you were to graph 4, 1, so you have to pay attention to the order, right? So you can let your x and the y. So this tells you that you have to go 4 in the x direction. So you have to go 4 in the x direction and go 1 in the y direction. The point of it, this would be 4, 1. Okay, so that's how you graph a point. So let's go over more examples. Let's go to example 1. So you want to graph all these points. So you got 3, 5, and B is negative 5, 2. C is negative 5, negative 4, and D is 0, negative 3, E is 4, negative 6. So make sure you have your graph paper. Okay, so make sure you have graph paper. Now, if you don't have graph paper, then you just have to do it this way. So first one is 3, 5. So you go 3. So you go 3 in the x direction and you go up 5 in the y direction. So this point is 3, 5. Right, 3, 5. The next one is negative 5, 2. So negative 5 means you have to go in the negative direction. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 2. So this is your negative 5, 2. Negative 5, negative 4, you go negative 5 and you go down 4. So this is your negative 5, negative 4. Right, so make sure you use your graph paper so you can look at the squares. Next one is 0, negative 3. So you start at origin. 0 means you don't go anywhere. So 0. And negative 3 means you go down 3. So here's your 0, negative 3. Next one is 4, negative 6. So you go 4 this way and go down negative 6. So go down 6 this way. So that's your 4, comma, negative 6. So that's how you graph points by just using it as using this analogy of treasure map. So your origin is where you start. Origin is 0, 0. Okay, so that's where you start, and you can go ahead and just go X direction and then go Y direction.